Every real estate agent, by definition, is his or her own company. But too often, agents don't understand the implications. Leading economist John Tucillo says real estate agents have to run their businesses like corporations do, and that involves planning.
Too often I go to talk to realtors and someone will come up to me and say, John, I don't have enough money to pay my taxes. I have to make a couple of sales in the next couple of months. Or I've really been devastated by the down market, and the down market's really hurt me dramatically. Well, the reality of it is that you shouldn't need to rush at the last minute to make sales to pay your taxes, nor should you be surprised that a down market occurs. You should be ready for those kinds of things. That requires business planning. How do you do a business plan? Well, the secret of business planning is very simple. You plan from the outside in. What does that mean? Well, basically it means this. I want to be somewhere in 10 or 15 or 20 years. I can envision that. I can describe it to you. Perhaps I'll be retired in 10 or 15 years. Where are you going to be retired to? What kind of lifestyle are you going to have? What's it going to look like, smell like, taste like? In other words, draw the deepest, most detailed picture you can of that endpoint and make it real to you. And then come back and say, if I want to get to that spot, where do I need to be in a year? Where do I need to be in 2 years, etc.? Of course, then you have to figure out where you are now. And you have to take stock of your business. You have to take stock of the real estate market. You have to take stock of the world around you. And that will tell you where you are. So you know where you are, you know where you wish to be. Now you begin to plan to take steps to get there. And every time you think about the possibility of going in a certain direction, you ask yourself, is this the best possible thing I can do in order to move toward my ultimate goal? So you put together a 12-month business plan. And that business plan has a finish line, that is results to be accomplished. It has accountability, who's responsible for doing it. It has a time frame, when will it be done? And it has a level of resources attached to it. How much of my time, how much of my money, how much of my colleagues can I spend in order to reach that point? Put those all together and you have a business plan. And you move along and you pursue that business plan. At the end of 6 months, you look at it and say, have I accomplished what I said I was going to accomplish in 6 months? Yes, no. If the answer is yes, you ask a second question. Does that help me toward my ultimate goal? And if it does, you know that that was a triumph. That is a real accomplishment. And then you say, okay, now where do I go from here? And again, you look at where you are. What is the world telling me? What's the environment like? What's the competition like? What's my own position in the market? And you begin to plan out those other 6 months. Gradually, you begin to move closer and closer toward your ultimate goal, but you're not doing it by trying to get there tomorrow. You're doing it by taking incremental, concrete steps that are based in reality and based on your capabilities and the competitive environment.
John Tucillo has been involved with the real estate industry for over 30 years and served 10 of those years as the chief economist for the National Association of Realtors. Thanks for joining us.